We are Brooke and Gary, and for the past 2 years, we've been sailing around on our floating home, One Life. With our new crew, KK and Jelena, on board, we sailed to the remote island of Escudo de Veragaus, where we spent our days swimming, exploring, and enjoying our time with the people who live there. But after a couple days, it was time for us to get moving toward Cologne so we could prepare for our upcoming transit through the Panama Canal.
Okay, so what you do now?
Now I'm gonna tie a bowline in here. And then I'm gonna hoist the sock.
Okay. Wow.
We had never flown a Spinnaker before, but as with all things in life, you never learn if you're not willing to fail. As it opens, you're gonna pull the sheet in.
Okay.
That's all I know. All right, first Spinnaker hoist ever. Let's see how bad it goes. All right, you ready, Brooke?
I'm nervous. Here it goes.
The sock's stuck. I don't know, the sock doesn't want to go up.
Sock's not going up.
It's stuck again. We tried a few different things to get the sock to go all the way up, but each time it got stuck.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Stuck again?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, the sock won't come up or down now. I don't know how we get it down now.
First time for our spinny, and it's stuck. We don't have any idea what we're doing. The YouTube videos didn't show us what happens when the sock gets stuck.
Can you pull the sock down?
Stuck down, Jelena. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, it goes.
Down.
Perfect, perfect. Put it in?
Let that sheet out, bro. That's too tight. Yep, there you go. Let's just drop it.
You got it.
Spinnaker fly fail.
Luckily, the winds were very light, so we were able to pull it down and put it away to be sorted out another day.
So it is almost 6 p.m. and we still have 0 wind. So we're just kind of bobbing along, motoring. And yeah, not too much going on right now. Hopefully we'll have a nice sunset and we'll just continue on through the night like this. We only had 1 ship pass us so far, but we suspect that once we get closer to Cologne that we'll start seeing a lot of ship traffic that we have to watch through the night. But otherwise, we're just moving right along.
What do you think, Jelena?
Yeah. Nice.
You're gonna have this one, so you're gonna pull that line so you probably see where you are probably, yeah. And you probably just want like some one wrap, maybe like that. And then go around it once more. Yep. Gonna winch it. It should go all the way in. There you go. And then you're gonna winch it and look at the sail.
Yep, so keep looking at your telltales until you see them go flat, like more flat. Push the lever over and then it'll come up. Perfect. Finally, we're sailing! Just as the sun's setting. This is amazing. Perfect weather right now. Yeah, the dolphins brought us wind.
I'm really happy that we can sailing now, that we have good wind, and yeah, really nice. Yeah. Awesome. We flying. Really in love.
I was worried we were gonna have to motor all 100 miles, but we have about 65 miles to go, and we're doing about 6 knots.
Flat seas and wind on the beam.
All right, it's almost 8 p.m. and it's time to switch for our night watches. So Jelena and I are up, and Gary and KK get to rest until their shift at midnight. But we're still moving along at we're doing about 5.5 knots. We have about 7 knots of wind, and the sea state is really great. So it's very relaxing right now. It's your first night watch.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
I think so.
Pretty calm now.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some good stars.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe when the clouds go away.
I think the moon will be up for your
Yeah.
whole watch. But in the morning,
With the sunset
yeah, at 4 a.m. to like sunrise, I think you'll see stars.
and sunrise.
Okay, so it's midnight and Jelena and I just got finished with our watch and it went pretty smoothly. We were actually watching a movie until we saw a squall coming. So we reefed our head sail and that went really smoothly. We only saw about 17 knots of wind in it, but that's okay. We wanted to be prepared. And yeah, just a little bit of rain, and now Gary and KK are up and Jelena and I are gonna get some sleep. How was it?
Nice.
Yeah?
The waves get bigger and bigger and it starts raining and you feel the wind is a little bit faster. But I think we managed it, and yeah, we passed the storm. So it was great.
Yeah, it was a good first squall because it wasn't too much wind.
No, it was okay.
Yeah, you could tell a difference in the wheel, the helm and steering?
Yeah, it was hard to hold the beard because it was a lot of power against the beard, and then you have to make like this and then against and then against and then against, and yeah.
Yeah.
It was different, yeah.
You did awesome.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you at 4 a.m.
See us.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, so Jelena and I made it to the entrance of the canal, and there's a ton of ships here anchored just waiting for instructions before they transit. And we're gonna hang out here for another hour and just kind of bob around out here until the sun comes up, and that way we can navigate through these ships and into the marina. When the sun came up, it was time to put our staysail out and begin our way weaving through the giant ships. We're here outside the breakwater. We're bringing in our sails. We hailed the canal authorities to alert them of our intentions to go into Shelter Bay Marina, and with their okay, we proceeded accordingly.
Good morning. We are here at Shelter Bay Marina. We came in yesterday and tied up to the dock and had a nice relaxing night and caught up on some sleep. But today we've got a lot going on. So we've got the canal inspector coming to measure our boat and inspect it and make sure that we're all good to go through the canal. And then we've also got a whole list of boat projects that need to get done. We need to go talk to the sail loft and see about fixing a little spot at the top of our staysail. We need to wash the boat because we've got unlimited water here. We need to put a lot of gear and stuff away because we're gonna have 6 people on board when we go through the canal in about a week. So we need to make sure we're all organized and cleaned up. Here at Shelter Bay Marina, there's actually a sail loft right here on site. So we're gonna walk over there and see if anyone's there to talk to about getting our bolt rope on our staysail repaired.
The building's an old theater.
They are there today, so we're gonna go drop our staysail down off the furler and bring it in and have them take a look at it and see what they think. Our sails on One Life are nearly 20 years old, and we've put them through some torture over the last 2 years. Our staysail is our heavy weather sail, so it's critical to our safety that it be in good condition. We took it into the loft and showed the sailmaker where it was starting to tear.
We got word that our inspection for the canal will be sometime between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. today. So we just pretty much have to hang out on the boat, which is perfect because we've got lots of things to do. And we're not really sure what the inspection entails. We've heard a variety of things. We know that they measure our boat to see how long and how wide it is so that they can match us up with other boats since we'll be tied up to go through the canal. We also believe they check our safety equipment. We have a lot of paperwork to fill out and we're not sure what else, but I'll try to film as much as I can. I don't know how official it will be, so maybe I can sneak in a few shots, but we'll see. The inspector arrived and wasted no time at all before beginning her measurements.
Hold it hard.
From our dinghy davits to our anchor, we measured in at 46 feet. Next, she measured how wide One Life was, and then added an additional 2 feet to account for the fenders we would have out during the transit. Total width equals 15 feet.
Now goes like the paperwork and the rest of the inspection. But
Okay.
The most important part are the measurements, and I will explain to you why that's the most important part. So let me check toilet.
Okay.
And let's bring also the register certificate.
She then proceeded to make sure we had adequate bathroom facilities equipped with a holding tank. Then it was time for loads of paperwork and questions about One Life. It's finally happening. I'm nervous. The inspection was nothing to be nervous about. The questions asked were very basic, such as do we have a working VHF, and do we have navigation lights that work. She explained that the measuring process is the most important part because the measurements are used to pair us up with other boats to ensure we fit through the locks with no issues. We just finished with our inspection. It was really fast. It probably only took like an hour. We did our paperwork. She measured us and she went over the safety concerns. And now we wait until we get our transit date, which hopefully will be sometime next week. There is one more step that we have to do that's part of the inspection, and that is pay. And the guy's here now to collect our money. So stay tuned for the cost of the Panama Canal Transit. was our grand total?
$25.10.
$2,510. Cool. Now that our inspection was complete, it was time to get the rest of our chores done.
So we just laid out our spinnaker here on the lawn and opened up the sleeve, and these are the lines that pull the sleeve up and down, and they were all wrapped around the sail. So we're going to try to untangle this and sort it out. We were pretty confident that we had found the cause of our earlier troubles with the spinnaker. After sorting out the control lines and rerunning everything clear of tangles, we put the sail back in the sock and moved on to other chores. Well, Brick told me that I could walk all the way across the marina down to the fuel dock and get gasoline, but no, there is no gasoline here. So now I get to pull this cart all the way back to One Life. Thanks, Brooke. Let's see what she has to say for herself. There is no fuel dock at this marina.
So what? What does that have to do with me?
So another one of the many things that has broken over the past few weeks is one of the screws that holds our outboard onto the dinghy. So I just got done grinding it off, and I'll show you what went wrong with it. The threads inside the outboard bracket basically stripped out. So that's supposed to thread in and out, but the threads are so damaged inside that it just slides right in and out. So I'm going to try to find a different bolt that will fit in there, and maybe use some nuts on either side of it to hold the bolt in place, and hopefully that will work until we can get it properly fixed. We'll probably need to like drill out the hole and then put some new threads in there. So I'm gonna come up with the best temporary fix I can for now, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, it's jury rigged. I got a bolt through it with a couple nuts, so the bolt itself can kind of be used as the clamp screw for now, which is always just the goal. Are we done today?
Let's have a beer.
We've had enough for today. It's time to have a beer, relax, and then tomorrow we're gonna go to Chagres River and anchor in the jungle up a river. We've never taken One Life up a river before, so we're pretty excited.
And the reason we're doing that is because our transit date is a few days away.
Yeah, so it looks like our transit date's not going to be for about 10 or 11 days. So we've got a little while to wait, and we don't want to sit here in the marina spending money. So we're going to go explore a little. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good night.
Hey crew, thanks for watching.
A special thank you to our patrons who believe in us and help make these videos possible.
If you're interested in finding out how to support these productions, head over to our Patreon link in the description below.
Cheers, everyone.